Listen guys, I want to go over one thing that I just found on my Surface Pro 3 when I'm doing Arduino projects, especially since I did the last one with the analog read. I was trying to show that the voltage varied from 0 to 5 volts, and my output to my computer from the Arduino was that 0 to 1023. But I kept getting 4.86 volts. And I found out it depends on which USB I'm actually connected in. So I'll show you that briefly. I thought I'd quickly show you where I do the videos as well. This is just my den at my house. I live in Canada. It's extremely warm here. It's October. We're just starting to get ready for Halloween. So you can see the witches are set up outside and the spiders are outside and a little bit of ghouls on the fence there. And my dog, Sarah, she's just chilling here. Hi, Sarah. How are you, buddy? She's just chilling, waiting to go to the dog park once I'm done a video. As soon as I say dog park, she pull. We're not going yet, buddy. In a little bit. Okay, so let me show you this thing that happens depending on the USB ports. So I have two USB ports on my Surface Pro 3. I have the existing USB port on the side here of the Surface Pro. Focus. There we go. But I also have an external port right here, and I have a number of USB ports here as well. So on this one, I'm getting 5 volts. On this guy, I'm getting 4.86. So let me show you. Let me set up the meter right here, and I'll show you what's going on each of the different terminals. Okay, so this is connected into my USB hub for my Surface Pro, so the external USB, and it's connected directly into the power supply. And here I'm getting the 5 volts output that I'm looking for. If I look at the output from the potentiometer, then as I change my potentiometer, I should go from 0 to 5 volts. Let me just get this connected in here. There we go. Hopefully I'm making good contact there. There we go. So there's my 5 volts there. And as I change the potentiometer, then you can see that the voltage goes down. There's 2.5, 1.3, and down to 0 volts. So I have the full range. I have the full range from 0 all the way up to 5 volts. And again, I'm connected into the external USB of my Surface Pro. If I connect into the USB that is part of the first Surface Pro, so the Surface Pro comes with one USB port. Watch what happens to that 5 volts now. So we saw the 5 volts. I'm going to move that over to the other port here. You can hear it recognize that USB. But now check this out. Between my positive and negative, I now have, hard to keep these guys in place. There we go. So look at that, it's 4.86, and I was like, what is going on? So it all depends on the USB. The USB that's part of the Surface Pro doesn't have enough power when there's a load connected to keep providing that 5 volts. It does change from 0 to 1023. So the digital signal going into the analog signal going into the computer from the Arduino does go from 4.86 all the way down to 0, and you won't find any difference on the value on your serial monitor. So you'll still see the 0 to 1023, but you have to make sure, depending on which computer or laptop you're using, that you don't get screwed up and spend hours trying to figure this out. It's just the fact that from what I understand, the USB doesn't provide enough voltage. If I switch over to the USB that is part of my external dock that is connected right into the power supply, there you can see the 5 volts right there. Okay, so sometimes it'll just be the USB connector that you're actually using. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you. The other thing that may help you is that if you're using a Surface Pro and this external hub is not working for you, in that when I look at my device manager, let me just bring up my device manager here. So Right now I'm connected up to that hub, and when I go to my ports, I can see the Arduino is connected up here to COM3. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Okay, so you can just see right here that I am connected into COM3 with the Arduino driver and everything set up, but you may find that this hub doesn't work for you. It doesn't recognize anything. You'll connect up your phone and it won't recognize your phone as an external drive either. So what you need to do is power this down, wait for a couple minutes, then power it back up, and this hub will reset, and then your Surface Pro will be able to recognize those USB. Alright guys, hopefully that helps. If you have any other reasoning as to why I'm getting different voltages off of different USB ports, then make a comment below. But hopefully you don't spend hours like I have trying to figure out the answer. Alright guys, thanks very much. We'll see you in the next video.